SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello, welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. Wow, my mini-map is just a real mess, isn't it? One of these times I should really go and clean out some pins. I know I've mentioned that before, but I should really do it at some point. Maybe I should do it now. Hang on. There we go. That's a bit better. Now, I hadn't initially noticed, but hey, check it out. I'm actually at the Hebra Head Springs. Apparently that's where this Korok wanted to go, so that's where I am now. So let's have a look around, eh? First off, apparently there's a cave around here, and it's probably got some of my clothes in it. So I'd like to find that if I can. You're the one who said you saw it, right? Oh hey, it's the bits from that bokoblin. I guess I should have scooped those up earlier. Hi, anything else to say? Since I was a wee treasure hunter, I've been captivated by stories of Misko's famous clothing collection. Wait a second. Since you were a wee treasure hunter, how old are you? How old am I? Misko's famous clothing collection is all stuff that I bought last... What? How... listen. And I intend to find it with nothing but the whispers of the winds and my carefully honed intuition. And it is not going well. My treasure sense is insistent that Misko hid something in a cave nearby, but it's been wrong before. If I can't find it, maybe I should go somewhere else. Maybe you should. Are you sitting on top of the cave by any chance? That would be convenient. This would be a really great time to have one of them, Satoris around, huh? Giant beam of light sticking out of the ground being like, here's a cave! Check out this cave, why don't you? That would be extremely useful. So that... Oh, that's a Hinox, that is. But that's the Hebra headwaters, isn't it? It should be, yeah. That's the head spring. Right there. Now, just because it's the head spring doesn't necessarily mean there will be anything of particular note here. But there might be. I don't know yet. I'm nearly dead. Hey, maybe I should do something about that, huh? That's a little better. Sure, that's good. That's tolerable. Big ol' swarm of keys flying around. I'd like to deal with them before I deal with the Hinox if I'm going to. Hi. Can I interest you in death? By any chance? Probably want to use one of these two-hander weapons if I am going to fight them, yeah? Wait a second. What about the Shock-Emitter Spear? Can I use that on the keys in some fashion? Let's see here. Because if it arcs from target to target, that would work out amazingly. I can't seem to lock onto them, unfortunately. Let's get a little closer. Okay, they're flying right overhead. Okay, now I've got their attention. Okay, but I still can't lock onto them. Okay. Listen. I still can't lock onto them. Am I doing something wrong? Can you just not lock onto swarms? That doesn't seem like that's going to arc to anybody, does it? Oh, never mind. It arcs great. Okay, I didn't get as many of them as I would have liked to, but, you know, that's still good. Wait, where'd the rest of them go? Maybe if you kill a few of them, the rest of them just take off? Maybe. Seems like it. Okay, well, we got a small pile of building materials here. Could make a cart, I suppose. Presumably Hudson's gear. I don't really need to read the signs, I suppose. What's this? It's a stick. Great. Well, why don't we deal with the Hinox then? I don't know that I have a particular need to deal with every single Hinox I stumble across, but it seems to be tradition, doesn't it? You know? Can you freeze Hinox? Are they too big for that? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's start out by shooting them in the junk. Did it. How you feeling there, buddy? There he is. Okay, so right in the eye, please. Right in the eye. There it is. Okay. Now, can you be frozen? Probably too big to be frozen, huh? Also, the snowball came off. Of course, it's a very temporary thing. That sort of snowball. I guess that does make a lot of sense. I missed. I managed to jump over that stomp. I don't know exactly how I managed it, but I did. Hooray! All right, let's try and do a little better, huh? Oh no! Ow! Okay, cool. Nice punch. Nice punch. Let me just get a little distance and maybe a little food. Maybe a little food. Eat the other roasted bass that I've got. That wasn't quite enough, huh? Okay, well, what else do I have? Sure, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. We're fine. I'm gonna just take a quick jog over here. Ah, man. The limitations that I have on the distance from which I can lock onto the guys is a little obnoxious at times. But that I locked onto him from further away there. I don't actually understand why I wasn't able to lock onto him just a minute ago. Let's hit him with his own horn. I mean, it's not his, but you know, principle of the thing. Pretty good, pretty good. I got sat upon. Yes, I am. I figured that's what was happening. Man, I am not very resilient. And I don't exactly have better armor I could be wearing is the thing. So I just have to keep shoving food in my face and hoping for the best. Yeah, see, look at this. Right now, I can't lock onto him. Is it just because I'm not facing him? Maybe Link's line of sight actually is relevant in these instances. Yeah, nice shot. It is! What do you know about that? I might be able to do better now that I know that. Oh, that was just my Boko bow. No wonder it wasn't doing much damage. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll just keep it up. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I should have grabbed that soldier's bow while I was available, huh? Well, too bad I didn't. Alright, so I need to get some distance, but then turn around if I want to lock onto him again. Got it. Man, he is not giving up. There you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now. Now look at him, and we need a bow. Just use a soldier's bow. He's doing not so good right now. Should be okay. There we go, okay. Now grab that bow. Yes, now. I want to do the spin attack again. Spin. There we go. Gotta do it. Beautiful. He dropped a spear and a sword. Okay. Anything I need there? Let's have a look. A couple apples rolling away. Don't know where exactly he was stashing those. Perhaps I don't want to ask. And got his toenails, which is a great thing to carry around. Okay. That's a broadsword rather than a claymore, huh? I mean, those aren't bad, but also, do I really need them right now? I don't know. Man, I got 2 Hinox weapons even. I'm doing fine on weapons, as it turns out. So I really didn't need to fight that guy, did I? At least I got a decent bow out of it. Okay, let's go check out the headspring. I feel like there is a building next to it. Yeah, yeah. That's a... Is that a building or is that a very square tree? Not sure. Let me see if I can check it out. I suppose that'll be one of the trees that he ripped up, huh? Oh, is it just Hudson's gear? It's just Hudson's gear, isn't it? Yeah, it sure is. But there is absolutely a cave. How am I going to work my way in there? Swimming in the water is a death wish. Ah, but there is a little bit of space where I can creep in from the side. I'll just have to be very careful. I'm pretty sure that's a pebblet also. So why don't we get out a smashy type weapon? Are you a pebblet? You're not a pebblet. You're just a rock. Okay, so here's the headspring cave. We got sticky lizards. We got some nasty-looking icicles, a couple of keys, and, in fact, a Misco spears. So this is the place. Let's just try and explore very, very carefully, because this place is not safe at all. Grab those before they fall in the water. I sure wish I still had the ability to make pillars out of water. That would be really convenient right about now. Oh, no. Get out, 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 get out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so the ice is slippery. That's understandable, but also... Okay, let's see here. Is there anything a little bit weaker? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And I should have some, like, at least one sticky elixir, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. 11 minutes of sticky resistance. Or slip resistance, rather. Let's see if it helps. Well, that wasn't really necessary for that one. That's fine. What's my weakest bow? One of these. Yeah. I've missed. Got their attention slightly, but... Just get shot, why don't you? Thank you. The other one noticed. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Come here. I've missed. I've missed. And it gave up immediately. I don't understand their ways, I tell you what. Hi. Hi, how are you? Would you care for death? Thank you. Oh, and they've made a couple of... Oh, of course, because they are freezy enemies. I probably could have taken advantage of that if I'd thought about it properly. Huh. Is that actually breakable, that ice over there? Also, what's... Oh, that's Misco's spear. Okay. Misco's spear is pointing up, and I don't know if that actually has any relevance. There's a passageway that way. Let me just try and... No. There. This. See if this explodes at all. No. That's a solid ice wall. Okay. All right. Well, then, I just need to get up there. Hopefully the slip resistance kicks in nicely then. Because that's where I gotta head for next. Got it. We should break this. There we go. Got some rock salt. Very nice. Now, get up there. I'm not gonna... Okay, so even with the sticky resistance, the slip resistance, it's pretty hard to climb ice, huh? And I even have my climbing shirt on. So, maybe if I... No, forcing the issue doesn't seem to help. Yeah, jeez, okay. What good is slip resistance, then? Perhaps ice is just too much for it? Can I make any headway at all? Through enormous expenditure of stamina, yes I can. Yeesh. Okay, hi. Shoot that fella right in the face. There we go. You still alive? No, you're not. Okay. Thanks for the gem. I mean, technically he's alive, yeah. He's just loopy. Those guys never die as far as I know. At the very least, they don't stick around long enough to allow you to try to kill them properly. Which is just as well. Okay, so there was the bubble frog, but there's nothing else up here. Which means that the Misco treasure is hidden somewhere else. Okay. Ah! Well, look at that. There's another hole in the wall just across the way. And it has a spear next to it. In fact, I even looked at the spear, but I did not register the hole. That's an ice wall directly in front of... Or rather, directly over freezing water. I'm not super pleased about that. Okay. Ah, no, 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 get out, get out, get out. I did not mean to gently lower myself into the water. Thank you. Alright, let's just see if I can make something to make it a little bit safer to navigate over there. A little bit, anyway. Some of it's underneath the water, which is probably going to mean not so helpful for this task, but... Well, it gives me a little bit something to land on. Should I happen to mess up and fall in. Right up there, yeah? Okay. Yeah, this isn't really good enough, though. Hang on, hang on. Ow, ow, ow. Indeed, if I even touch the water with the tips of my boots, it still freezes me to death. Immediately! Would you stop just hopping in the water, Link? I know it's right there and it's easy to do, but it's just like... Use your brain here, buddy. It's going to hurt. It's going to kill you. Don't do it. Okay. Now we're going to need to stick it down. Ice is too slippery, as it turns out. Should have seen that coming. There we go. Okay, it does seem to be relatively stable. Alright. There we go. Now I just need to get up there. Okay. Alright. If I get to the rock part, perhaps it'll... Yeah, the rock part does indeed hold my weight. Okay, we're here, and there's the treasure. Along with some minerals that I shall have. Thank you very much. Alright, Misco, what you got this time? Frostbite trousers. Well, I'll be darned. These are not mine. Misco did not steal these from me. Made for ancient rituals, this item's cold-absorbing cloth produces frost in low-temperature environments. Produces frost? Excuse me? Cold weather attack. Does it actually... Okay, I'm immediately too cold. I mean, they didn't look particularly well insulated. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, that's interesting, but it would only be interesting if I had a warm shirt, or I wanted to use a whole bunch of food to get around, which I guess I could do, but I do so much exploration that I suspect that's going to be a problem. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Let me just sort of work my way out. Okay. Great, great, great. I believe I got the Misco treasure, which probably means I should let that lady know that she should take off because I already got it? Maybe? Perhaps she's already taken off. That would probably be for the best for both of us. Nah, she's still there, alright. I guess we can see if she has anything new to say about it now that I've ruined her dreams. How do Misco treasure hunters take it when beaten to the punch, you know? She's not one of the mushroom clothing wearing people, so it's not like her entire way of life, fashion, I mean, but I would imagine she would prefer that other people don't just take the treasure instead of her, if she's that interested in Misco stuff, you know? Which is going to be a problem, because I'm probably going to gather all of them, because, you know, it's just sort of how I am. Might take me a while, but... Is she even still there? Yeah, she's on the other side of the fire. Hi! I found it!
Ah.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Not going well. So I'm just not gonna tell her that I already found it? That's a bit mean, isn't it? Well, okay. I guess that's fair enough. Anything else up here I should be checking out before I head on down the cliff? Don't think so. Nothing immediately visible. Alright. Cool. Well, I need to get back to my horse then. So, let me work on that, huh? I should probably check the far side of the river, huh? Don't know why I didn't think about that sooner. Yeah, I should probably check over there. Give me up here. Fortunately, this isn't kind of slippery, huh? Not icy. I guess that would make the difference. Okay. And then we just sort of drift our way across here. And let's have a look at this little protuberance over here, yeah? Wait, anything there? No. It turns out that the, blizzard-ravaged wasteland is mostly wasteland. Who would have thought it? There's some semi-remarkable trees over there. In that there are just the three of them in a triangle, which seems like it might be relevant in some fashion. It smells like a Korok, but I don't know what I would need to do to... I don't see anything that requires my influence, you know? Here, have a rock. You're welcome. That is the place where I did that diving challenge, right? I think. Right, you can't tell in this level. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's... Yeah. I did that already. Okay, cool. Well then, like I said I was going to do, let me just work my way down the mountain a bit. Ah, yes, very sneaky. No one will ever detect you. Wait, hang on, there's a thing. Hold on, there's a thing. Let me deal with this, Lizalfos first. And then we're gonna have a look at that thing, because that looks relevant to my interests. Well, I guess I'm sneaking up on him. I could probably do one of these, huh? Can I, like, cover a little distance this way? There we go. Pardon me. Can't tell what color you are when you're camouflaged like that. Maybe all the ones who camouflage in this particular fashion are... Yeah, Frost Breath ones. That doesn't seem really particularly fair to him, that... Ice Breath Lizalfos tail. Tail that's been exposed to the cold in an extremely frigid environment. Right. It doesn't seem fair to him that, that counted as a sneak strike, because his head definitely turned to look at me. He knew I was there, and yet I still... I'm like, haha, surprise! Wait, is this nothing? Just sort of a pattern on the wall. I don't know what to make of that. On the one hand, part of me wants to check behind the waterfall, but on the other hand, I suspect I might die for it. I wonder if the water counts as unbearable cold as well. Probably, right? Probably. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Okay. Alright, we're okay. We probably shouldn't be, but we're okay. And it didn't look like there was anything back there? I wonder if I'll ever gain the ability to tolerate intolerable cold, you know? I mean, the name does imply that no, probably not, but I can always hope, right? Okay. Number one, I've already been here, as you can tell by that stripped sapling. Number two, I'm just wasting time at this point. So, let me just get back to my horse, okay? Like I said I was going to. Wait. Never mind, don't wait. Ah! Couple of bokoblins. Do you suppose they have anything worthwhile inside that cave of theirs? There's a chunk of ice outside. Could probably melt that, see if it accomplishes anything, but it might just not. That said, I've got a pretty nice vantage point over it, so I can probably manage to land myself on top of this place and get a better view inside, yeah? That said, when I'm climbing, they'll probably hear me anyway. I think they did. Well, at the very least, I should probably take out the lookouts if we're going to be investigating, eh? Hata. And how about that other one, There we go. No problem. Now, who do we have living inside here? Well, they have a chest, for one thing. And the worst they got is a blue. Plus, they've got a bunch of bombs, which I can almost certainly do something about. Fire fruit. And away we go. Lovely. Now then. Did the blue die as well? It did. Okay, cool. Well, I guess let's just hop in. Hello. Great. Got him. It feels weird having that chest open up without battle music starting. But I guess I did my job as I intended to. So, good job me, question mark? I'll take that for certain. And the blue bokoblin bits, and... Oh, is the idea... Oh, roasted wildberry. This wildberry was prepared over an open flame to alter its sweet taste. It recovers more health than if you've eaten raw. Sure. But I feel like it wasn't exactly prepared over an open flame so much as partially exploded? But what do I know about it? Ah, okay. So you can melt this ice block in order to sneak your way inside. I think that's the idea here. I don't need to do that at this point, though. It'll be a little bit of a waste of effort at the moment. Chop. A couple more wild berries. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's see what they got in the chest. Wait, this isn't where the chest was. Where was the chest? Also, what happened to the remnants of... There we go. The remnants of the lookouts. I suppose it doesn't make sense that they would blow off in the wind, you know? That's sort of how these things work. The chest's inside the cave. What are you talking about? How did I lose track of that? I got distracted, okay? I'm sorry. It's a rock. It's not a rock. It's a Lizzle Reaper. Double-edged Rito sword with a decayed blade. Swinging it produces a strong wind. Huh, so the hilt itself is a different weapon than I've actually ever seen before. Well, let's drop the Soldier's Claymore, then. And pick that up. Produces a strong wind. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. I did not mean to do that. I rarely mean to do that. Just happened to hit the button before I hit the ground, you know? Okay, where was I? Going to horse? Yes. Horse go time. Oh, I'm significantly off course. Also significantly off horse, but that's irrelevant. Uh-oh. Well, that's a Korok if I've ever seen one. Take that rock, put it here. Korok appears, most likely. Do I have a way of getting out of there if I go down there? I wonder if the water's still entirely inhospitable. Probably, right? Probably. Is there a place I can warp to that's near my horse? Not really. I mean, I could go over to Noda. No, that's way out of the way, isn't it? Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot, but I want the... I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We're roughing it. It's fine. Okay. Pick up rock. Thought I saw some sparklies in the river there for a second, but I think, in fact, it was just... It's water. It's kind of sparkly. Hooray, I did it. Pattern recognition. Koroks like to reward you for it for some reason. Because it's a video game, I suppose. That's where I came from. That's where I'm going. The water is deadly? Question mark? The water is deadly. Yes, the water is deadly. The water is deadly. Okay. I wish there was a better way to test that. There probably is. Okay, okay. Alright, so... What do I do about this? I could take the tree. Seems a little bit mean, given it's the one way that Korok can summon anybody to do his trial or whatever. Huh. But I don't seem to have another choice, so down it goes. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Can I actually use this for anything particularly helpful? Great question. I think it's too narrow to walk across is the thing. And it's going to get taken by the current if I just put it in the water. I don't have a good way to weigh it down either. Yeah, this is just asking to get murdered by water, huh? Well... do I have any devices that would be useful? Cart? Sled? No. None of these are actually designed to be boat is the thing. Oh, but you know, I could just... I don't know if I could... wait, oh, yes, I do. Flame emitter, balloon, cart. That could get me up in the air, anyway. That's the only cart I've got, though. I guess we use the sled. Which feels pretty mean, given that I, you know, did, in fact, chop down this Koroks tree for no good reason. I can't take that out here. Why not? Why not? But I want to. Sled. Maybe it was just the way it was blocked. Maybe there's just too much stuff going on. Let's take our device. There you go. There you go. Okay. Just leave that be. Now, also need a flame emitter. This is a really stupid thing I'm doing. I know. I know. It would be a lot easier if I were to just warp somewhere and then get back to... you know, I could even warp to the stable and have them summon my horse and just run from there. I could. But now that I've made this into a puzzle for myself, see? I'm making my own job harder because reasons. Alright. I think this'll work. I hope this'll work. Let's try not to get lit on fire, though, huh? Okay. Up we go. Up we go. It's working. What is that? Column of stuff coming from the sky? Is that just water? Anyway, it worked perfectly. So, good job me. What is going on? Why is there water falling down from a sky island? I've never seen that before, have I? What direction is that? Oh, is that this thing over here? Huh. Well, there are some interesting looking sky islands over there, no doubt about it. Huh. But that's... I'm still trying to get to my horse. Which is the other way! Man, I'm... Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure that trying to deal with him is going to be stupid. But I'm going to try it anyway because I can't help myself. We're going to save. And now let's see what I can... what do I have that I can use to be better at fight? Let's see. For weapons, the best I've got... I probably want a strong one-hander. Is this a one-hander? That is a two-hander. Okay. Strongest one-hander I've got... oh, shoot. I don't have very strong one-handers. Maybe we take in a big two-hander and we just try and get on his back? It means I can't block is the thing when I have my weapon out. I'll have to be very careful about that. Okay. Best bow I've got is the strengthened Lizzle. Okay. I'm within eye shot here, so I gotta move again. Alright. Right. We need to be full health, and plus some would be good. So let's use the Hardy Elixir, sure. Great. And then, didn't I make a good armor elixir at some point? Or possibly some armor food? What would that look like? That's the one. Defense up for 3 minutes? That's not very many minutes. Okay. And we'll just try and kill him really fast, because that's something I'm great at. Okay. He's going to hear me if I approach like that. So let's just stick an arrow in his back. Like that. Great. Got him in the face. He fell down for a moment. He fell down for longer than I expected. But it's not good enough. It's not good enough. He still doesn't know where he got hit from, though. Curiously enough. I thought their hearing was supposed to be amazing. Yeah, hi. There we go, got him in the face. He didn't care. He didn't care. Why didn't he care? Why didn't you care? There we go, in the face. Okay, now get on his back. Get on his back. Get on his back. Now, hit him. Hit him. Oh, man. He's not taking much damage from that. But we're making headway. We're making headway. Okay. Okay, I dodged it. I dodged it. I feel okay about dodging it. You stop running into the wall, clumsy. He's got a shield out, so I can't just fire whenever. Oh, boy. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, ow. Okay. That didn't hurt nearly as much as I expected it might, but I do have that defense up stuff on. Ow! Okay, cool. Why did I not have my shield out? Because I have my bow out. That's a great reason. Okay, so food. Yes, that's good. Okay, there he is. Look at him. Nice shot. He's baiting my shots. He knows what he's doing. Oh, man. I'm too slow. When I try and dodge. Okay. Do I have... It's fine. We can always make more of that stuff. It's fine. Got him in the face. Okay. Hop on. Great. Get him. I wish I had a stronger weapon, but I absolutely do not. This is the best I got. What if I were to... Okay, hang on. Not right now. Okay, I got out of the way. Put away that, and then switch to the sapphire sword. Can we freeze him? He dodged. Ow. I'm too close to him. I actually messed up his attack by being too close to him. Flurry rush, sure, that's fine. But I'm using a sapphire rod, which is not actually that useful. Okay, cool. Switch weapons, though. That one. Now do it again. Hit him. Go get him. Great. Okay. Ow, man. That was just a headbutt, wasn't it? He just hit me with the sword in his forehead, I assume. Okay, I don't want to take an effect that's not... I don't want to replace the effect I've got. Okay, listen. Do that. Hardy mushroom skewer. Sure. Got it. Great. Get up. This is so stupid. I shouldn't be here. Ow. I had my sword still out, which is why that went straight through my defenses. Just eat a bunch of apples. We have so many apples and apparently limitless space in my stomach. It's fine. I got 1 minute left before my defense elixir runs out. Oh, boy. He's not even at half yet. Okay, put your sword away. Yep. Okay, good. Now get him. I don't have weapons good enough for this fight. I do not. Man, you're persistent. You know that? As you should be. I mean, so I guess I'm the one who's persistent, huh? I'm the one who shouldn't be here. All right, fairies. Fairies are convenient. 30 seconds. Can I pull this off? The answer is probably no. Ow. There's another fairy. Hi. How are you? No. Oh, man. My timing is just terrible. Just abysmal. I'm not managing anything. You know what? It's fine. I accept my fate. So, I found a Lionel. I'll tell you what. That's a normal Lionel. That's a normal red Lionel. That's a base level, run-of-the-mill Lionel. I'm not ready to fight him yet. But as soon as I am, let's fight that one first. Okay, we'll mark him. I'm just marking him. I'm marking him and then I'm retreating, okay? I'm marking him and I'm retreating. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere that doesn't have a Lionel. Which does mean I have to go past the Lionel. Which is stressful in its own right. Did you hear me? Or are you just being paranoid? Can't tell. Oh, he's definitely coming this way. And I'm not actually hiding behind any rocks. This is just the slope of the ground. Oh, he's working his way towards me, though, isn't he? Okay, where am I trying to get to? Okay, my horse is over there. It's up the cliff face. Go away! Go away! I suppose if nothing else, I could try and shoot him in the back of the head again, and then run away before he stands up. Maybe that's a thing I can do. Maybe that's a useful thing to do. As long as he doesn't see me, that's the important thing here. Ah, my aim. Okay, run! Obviously, he's alerted now. But he doesn't know where that came from. And it bought me some time to scoot. Which is what I'm going to do. We're going up here! We're going up here! Hooray! I have successfully evaded the Lionel without having to teleport out. Hooray! My life would be so much easier if I just teleported. I recognize that. However, I'm busy. Also, I wanted to check out this hut here. Remember I looked at this hut? Last episode, I was like, hey, look, a hut. Why are there goblins at the hut? I wanted to go there. And now I have, and that's the Lionel. Just jump off the cliff. Jump off the cliff. He's excellent with arrows. If I can drop combat, though, maybe he won't try to shoot me? He's definitely trying. He's still trying. Keep moving. Oh, boy. Do you think he'll give up eventually? I think he gave up. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay, good. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. He lost track of me. Hooray! Oh, man. Now, admittedly, that wasn't my best performance. If I'd aimed a lot better, that would have been something. But I feel like I just don't have the weaponry to deal with that right now, you know? You know? I feel okay about my failure. Someday we'll come back and we'll kill him, and it'll be great. Hi there. Is this your house? Is it okay if I murder you anyway? Wow, that didn't kill you, huh? That's alright, I guess. Oh, interesting. He had a frost explosion thing on his shield. That's actually a useful tip. Ah, yes, I see. I understand. Get up, run away. Okay, maybe eat something? Maybe eat a food. Maybe have a meal. That's good. Great. Unfortunately, I think that exploded all of the frost choo-choo things that guy had in his backpack. But good to know. If they've got a frost thing in their backpack, maybe don't just hit him like that. Or at least do it from range would seem to be a good idea. Didn't think about that. Hopefully I'll consider it in the future. Great, well, I murdered the bokoblins. It seems like somebody's home, though. The lights are on anyway. Jogo, is there somebody there? Maybe someone's come to help. Yamo, what are you saying? Why would anyone help us? This place is crawling with monsters. Huh? The monsters? I can't hear them anymore. Come on, Jogo, what's taking you so long? Quick, you gotta unlock the door. Okay. Okay, so they were just hiding in their house because there were bokoblins in the lawn. Okay, sure. Hello, I'm here now. You defeated the monsters? Thanks for helping us. We took a break in this here vacant house to get away from the cold, and before we knew it, monsters had us surrounded. This is a very nice vacant house that you've stumbled across, by the way. Are you sure you're not Yiga or something? For some reason, I find this suspicious. Every other house I've come across has been entirely destroyed by the bokoblins. Why did they leave this one alone? I don't know. Anyway. Hey, you should be sure and thank him nice and proper-like. I still can't believe you came to help us. You really did save us, you know. Ever since the upheaval, there have been more and more monsters. We were trying to be careful, but what were you doing climbing around in the mountains in the first place? I don't know how to thank you enough, but please, take this. Cool. Spicy elixir. Thank you. No, but it doesn't feel like it's thanks enough. Not for someone who saved our lives. Oh, hey, I got an idea. Mister, do you know anything about shield surfing? I know the basics, but why don't we get the tutorial, you know? What is it? Shield surfing is a way of getting around by riding and sliding on a shield. First, you hold up a shield, then you jump on it and ride. But you gotta get some momentum going or it won't work. It can be kind of tricky like that. Shield surf. Hop on your shield and slide down hills. Now I have the tutorial. Hooray. Jump ride. Yes. That doesn't make sense when you put it that way. Ready, shield, jump, ride. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's right. If you like that shield over yonder, go right ahead and use it. We brought plenty of our own. Plenty of our own. I guess I shouldn't criticize you. I do carry a lot of shields myself. I may not look like it, but I used to be a professional shield surfer, you know? I heard a rumor there was this legendary surfer somewhere in the Hebra Mountains, so I came here looking for him. Oh, so that's what you're doing up here. Okay, gotcha. Huh. I'll have to keep an eye out. But, well, I didn't know their exact location. Worse yet, I took a break here and ended up surrounded by monsters. Hey, but if you need to know anything about shield surfing, I can at least help with that. Anything you don't understand about it, just go ahead and ask me. Side quests, open the door. I did it. Is it actually over? It is. Hooray, I've done it. So, something you want to know about shield surfing, all I have to do is ask. We're great shield surfers, as you can probably tell just from looking at us. Is there a way to be able to tell? This other guy's not even carrying his shield. What are you talking about it? Is there a trick to it? Is it the momentum thing? You do want to build up momentum before you kick off. Personally, I like to get a running start or surf down a hill. Anything else you want to know? My husband and I are fonts of shield surfing know-how. I guess that's all. Goodbye. Heading out? I guess we should too, now there aren't any more monsters to worry about. You know, I wonder if the stories of the legendary shield surfer are true. I know nothing about him except that they're rumored to be up in the Hebra Mountains up north. Might be dangerous. Up north. So the area up here, probably? It does get kind of nasty up there as far as I can tell. There was that Hydra in the middle of the snowfield, that sort of thing. I want to fight one of those at some point, but... Yogo, you got anything to say? I can't talk to Jogo directly. I can't. Okay. Alright, bye. Great. Might be dangerous. You're darn right it might be. Anything else to loot in this house? There's alcohol in the house. I can't carry alcohol. Maybe I'm underage. I don't know how old I am. My own nature is kind of a mystery. I feel like they established in Twilight Princess that Link can get old. but we don't have many examples of it. Alright, wait a second. Okay. Yes, horse! I was here to retrieve my horse. I'm almost to the zone I was trying to get to, too, so I just need to actually do that, and then we can actually move on. Plus, the Lionel's up on top of the cliff, so I should be okay from here on out, right? Man, how far away was he? Kind of far. Let me just skip ahead, alright? Give me a second. Where is he, actually? He's up on top of that ledge, isn't he? I could just call him, but I feel like he's going to have difficulties, so... Let's go get him properly. Man, they're so dang loyal. Standing exactly where I left him. Several days ago. Hi, Burner. How you doing? Sorry to leave you out in the cold like that. Glad it doesn't actually seem to hurt you. It feels like it probably should, though, doesn't it? Ah, well, count your blessings, right? Horses are immune to the cold. Horses are immune to many things, I feel like. And we should just be thankful that they are. Horses are also not very good at riding over rocks and such. Which is understandable. Is this... Okay. You want to be on the road? Okay. Let's get on the road, then. Eperner's very picky, apparently, about his riding surfaces. And who can blame him for that? He did just have to stand, again, in the cold, for days, as I just mentioned. Does this count as a path you can automatically follow, Eperner? If I just keep my hands off the controls? It does! Great! Great, well, you just do that thing. I'll try and just sit here. Let you do your thing. Where are we going now? West. We're going west. We're heading for Rito Village. That's the plan. Which hopefully is just up ahead. Wait, is that a cave? That looks a lot like a cave, doesn't it? Oh, that's actually a pass! Guarded by bokoblins, most likely. No, that is a cave. That's like a... Wow, what is going on here? I thought I saw a street sign. I was gonna read it, and I... Was I hallucinating a street sign? Like a crossroads sign? I apparently hallucinated it. Cool. Well, this place seems inviting. Discovery. Tabantha Hills Cave. I feel like it probably has another name, given that it clearly got inhabitants who decorated the front... What do you want to call it? Visage? Is that what they call it? No, I don't think so. Oh, my rock hammer. Well, I suppose it's bound to happen eventually. Now, the ice does prevent you from climbing up the most direct way in, but can't I just climb up the rocks next to it? Absolutely, I can. Nobody saw this coming, huh? Ow. Okay, we're good. Alright, so... There's the bubble frog. Is there genuinely nobody living here? Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough, we got her riblins. Surprising nobody. Alright, let's get a weapon for actual fight. Here we go. Hi. They really are gibbon-like, aren't they? Remarkably gibbonish. That's a blue! Okay, blue is actually a bad thing. A bad news for me. Probably eat a food again. Huh? Sure. That's fine. I thought I had some more, like, mundane stuff. By effect. Shouldn't I put the stuff with no effect at the bottom? Did I just eat it all? Wow, okay, cool. I guess I did. Yeah, I wasn't even close to there anymore. No. There's such a huge wind-up on that. There we go. Just keep pummeling his corpse, I'm afraid. There we go. Now it's a corpse. Great. Was that everybody? That was everybody. Just walk into their house and murder everybody. It's fine, because they're evil, see? They were definitely causing all sorts of problems. We can't just let them sit in this cave, certainly. No. My goodness, that would be disastrous for the local economy, I guess. I sort of make a career out of walking into people's houses and murdering them, and yet people don't hate me. It's weird, isn't it? I was wondering if I could use that as a mining device. Apparently, yes, I can. That looks breakable, or burnable, meltable, I guess? Let's see if I can do anything about that. I surely can. Probably gonna take a while, though. I feel like for this sort of thing... Oh, you know, if I had a torch or something, that would probably work out better, huh? Well, what if I just built a fire? That would probably work, huh? Hold that, and... Do I need a flint? I can probably just light it on... we'll use a flint. Sure. Just put those right there. And then we just need a metal-bladed weapon. For example, this. And... whack. There we go. That ought to do it, right? Probably gonna take a minute. In the meantime, let's loot the premises. Yeah. And yeah. Here we are. Give me that. And what we got in the box? What we got? It's a soldier's claymore spear. They do like their compound weapons, those Horiblins. It really seems kind of unfair to call them Horiblins, doesn't it? I mean, sure, they're not... They do want to murder me and all, but, like, they're just ceiling-dwelling guys who like to put sticks on top of sticks, you know? Seems awfully judgy to refer to them by such names. I don't think I need a feathered spear, though. In fact, this is a feathered spear with a sword on the end of it, so yeah, you can have that. You stay there. Great, well. I wonder who decided to hide that unadorned spear behind a frozen wall. No idea. I guess that's not my concern, huh? Alright, well, we better take care of this situation. There you go. I do wonder what's the deal with bubble frogs. Like, what happens to bloopies that they become those? It almost seems to act like a curse, you know? Then again, I suppose I'll probably get answers to that particular question when I go and find the people who want those bubble gems. Would seem to make sense. Okay, cool. That seems to about do it for this place. Ah, and a whole bunch of keys who weren't here a second ago. Funny how that works. Does this just indicate Horiblins live here, then? I wonder where they got a skull of that size. Also, what kind of a skull is that? I don't think obviously Hinoxes have skulls that bigger, but, like, they have two eyes. That whatever has that skull does. And a spike out the front. But then again, I guess most things have a spike out the front. Ganon did see to putting a spike on the front of pretty much everything these days. Hang on a second. I mean, yeah, I saw it earlier, but it just occurs to me I didn't mark that. And that is well within the reach of this map, huh? Well, why don't we go there first? Why don't we go there first? I'll probably need to do some scaling, some wall scaling to actually get that. I keep trusting that we'll be okay to just run on the road, but then I, like, instinctively twitch the controls to try and aim where where my horse is going, and that ruins it. Because if you're pressing on the stick at all, the horse does what you want rather than actually following the path. So, certainly not my horse's fault. Whose camp is this? Should I recognize that particular structure? I don't know. Note on the table. Nat's Mushroom Quest Chronicle. My sister Megan and I came all the way out to Hebra in our quest for mushrooms. Thanks to the upheaval, all sorts of new caves formed around here, and they're just full of good stuff. But my sister and I aren't after bright bloom seeds or ore deposits. No, we're only after that precious mushroom that only grows in caves, and you can bet we're going to find a ton of them. You mean this thing? Bright caps? Are they that valuable to you? Oh, there they are. I could probably just go ask them. That is a big old cave you found. We traveled so far. This is pointless. Have I seen you two before? This feels familiar. Hi. Oh, man, I know you two. You're the ones who would dig up truffles in the previous game. I remember you. Nat, please, I just can't do this. At least not with this cave. There are a lot of other caves opened by the upheaval. Let's just try and find a different one. This one's surely full of creatures, different from anything we know, and I was already itching to go home. Come on, little sis, you can do it. I mean, we traveled all this way. We need to gather those bright caps inside, at least. That's what we came for, and you can find them only in caves. Thank you for that tutorial, Nat. We made it here safe and sound. I can't bear to leave until I have 10 of them. Let's go in, please, we got to. Go by yourself, Nat. Wait, what? No, we need to go together. Oh, that aroma, that soft light. You just noticed them in my pockets, huh? Could it be that you have some bright caps? I really, really want bright caps, and 10 of them would do the trick. Would you maybe give them to me? Yes, I toyed with the idea of not, because I am curious what happens if you refuse, but I don't really want to torture Megan, so there you go. Have them. Thank you, I don't expect them for nothing, so here, I'll trade you this. Spicy tomato mushroom stew. Cool, thanks. People like to give you cold resistance food around here, huh? That does seem appropriate regionally. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't need to go into that awful cave. But I have to say, it's amazing you collected so many bright caps. I mean, they're only found in caves like this. Did we mention enough that they're only found in caves? Just in case you needed to know that. Yes, it is amazing. Ooh, you love a good cave, don't you? And so do I. They can hold all sorts of wonderful things, alluring things, valuable things, like the gems from ore deposits, bright bloom seeds that illuminate dark places, and bright caps, of course. So, you know, if you had enough of those bright caps, then maybe you could try, you know. Nat, you're not thinking about that, are you? And him? What? I'd never! Not that! Unless, you know, maybe. Right, we agree, I think. Sorry, forget you heard anything about that sister secret. But if we meet again, it'd be fate, wouldn't it? Then we'd have to tell him. Whoa, Nat, has this guy caught your eye or what? Don't be ridiculous. That was just a thing for the bright caps. But I will say we're scouring high and low for something here in the Hebra region. We searched most of the south, so now we intend to go to the north. If we meet again, we'll tell you that secret of ours. Well, see ya. Hey, let's head out, Megan. See you around. She seems to have cheered up a lot considering they're not actually going home like she wanted. But I guess maybe she's sort of resolved to her fate at this point. Nat's been dragging her around for a very long time at this point. Where's my apple stock? Where's my apple stock? I had like a whole bunch of them. Did I accidentally resort everything? I did. That'll happen. There we go. There we go. Cave mushrooms that glow. Huh? Oh, hey, look, it's another Misko. Bright Cap Cave. Well, I guess no wonder Nat wanted to go in here. It's very specifically named for what they wanted. Or what she wanted, anyway. Whack! Hey, a sapphire. I guess that's the first one I picked up. A precious blue ore mined from natural rock formations. Sapphires contain the very essence of ice. They've been known to fetch a high price since ancient times. Great. And a whole bunch of these spikes, which I know you can put on... Can you fuse them in the state they're in right now, or... No, you'd have to break them, huh? Not that I really need to do that, but... Let's just see how they work. Not like that? I cannot chop them down. Okay, I know they're burnable. It looks like these ones are mostly placed here as traps for people who are going after the bright glow, or bright caps, or whatever they're called, yeah? Now, let go is what I meant to do. There we go. Let me guess, there are exactly 10 in here? Well, I'm not that fussed, actually. I've got plenty of them. Oh, hey, there's actually Horiblins in here as well. Another blue! No kidding. I kind of wasn't expecting that. I still want to make this thing work. Hi. Can I interest you in? Ah! Maybe don't use it in a bottleneck, right? Sorry, that makes sense. Listen, it's fine. Listen, it's fine. Hi. How are you? Ow! Wow, okay, cool. I guess I deserved that. Wait, why does his head horn looks different? Is he just normal blue? He probably is, right? He probably is. There we go. Alright. He hurt his butt. So in the meantime, let's end his life. There we go. Great. And I saw something notice our fight around the corner over here, so. Oh, it's a like. Got it. Well, that's fine. Hi. How you doing? Yeah, I figured. That's usually how it goes with you. I was using that, actually. This is fine. This is fine. Ought to do the trick pretty quick. There it is. Man, they make some gross and terrible noises, you know that? What do you have? Kite shield. That's not bad. Do I have something worse than it? I don't? Okay, well, keep your kite shield then. Right, well. So there should be a bubble frog and a Misco treasure in here somewhere, huh? I'm kind of guessing I'm going to need to burn down that, Well, that's the bubble frog. I know that sound anywhere. I thought they only made that noise after they'd noticed me, though, so I don't know how I... Oh. That wasn't very well hidden, was it, Misco? I guess I just need to bust down the brambles, huh? Well, that's no problem. That's no problem. There we go. I don't know how to obtain brambles for the purposes of fusing them with things. That takes a while to burn, huh? Alright, what we got? Open up! Frostbite shirt. Made for ancient rituals. This item's cold-absorbing cloth reduces frost in low-temperature environments. Okay. So now technically I can wear that. It goes with these trousers, but I can wear it with my warm pants. And now theoretically I just have a cold weather it. Yeah, I just attack with frost now. Okay, it's hard to tell the difference, but theoretically I should do frost damage when I attack now. That's pretty neat. But let's climb up here. I guess this is where the bubble frog is, huh? Maybe they just have it make its distinctive noise so you know to climb up here and not just ignore it? Or maybe it did notice me, I don't know. I don't know how good their senses are, these bubble frogs. They're not... Oh yeah, he definitely knew I was here, huh? Did he just turn around and chew me out? I guess that makes sense under the circumstances. Could you stop, though? Yeah, there you go. There you go. There we go. Great. And I'll take these. And these. I don't understand what they're going for with these attacks, you know? I will make a bubble! And if you touch the bubble, well, then you'll be very sorry because you'll be extremely damp. It probably does hurt. Maybe it even has a frost attack in it. I don't know. But either way, great, I got it. I did it. I presume that does it for this cave, right? And presumably the sisters are long gone. Actually, they were gone before I even stepped in here, so no reason to be concerned about that. My one concern, I guess, is that they could very easily show up at one of the caves I've already explored. Because they weren't... Well, then again, this game is usually good about having any NPCs you're going to run into be at every location they can be before you get there, you know? So presumably if there was going to be an encounter with them, it would have happened. So, I just need to keep exploring and eventually I run into them again and find out what their secret is. Because I cannot stand secrets. Reveal your secrets, that's what I say. Now wait, where's the, shrine I saw? Oh, it's right on top of where the cave was, huh? Okay, maybe I should just clamber up the side. Oh yeah, look at that! That sort of maze-like pattern in the rock face, that just seems to happen all over the place up here. I don't know if that means that these rocks fell from the Sky Islands, or what that means specifically. Because these things right here, these are what I associate with falling from the ruins, but the patterns are in the rock that it fell upon. I don't know what that means. Wow, that's a heck of a natural structure. How does that happen? Wait, what? Is that... That's the Rito village, isn't it? Oh, it totally is. Oh, I knew it looked familiar. Ha! I'm almost there. And come to think on it, I should probably Stop the episode, huh? I feel like I didn't accomplish that much today. I mean, aside from, like, some mundane exploration, gathering bubble gems, picking up clothing types of things, you know? But I guess there's gonna be days like that, huh? Oh, this is surrounded by brambles. I feel like this is not where the bramble-surrounded shrine from the first game was, but that's completely immaterial. Great, well, in any case, there it is. I found one. So next time, I'm gonna go in there, and then I'm gonna go over there, and I guess try and solve their problems, finally? Well, probably I'll go there first. Oh, that's a stable, that is. Okay, so probably it's going to take a couple episodes to actually get to Rito, huh? I guess that's how it always goes. But anyway, thank you for watching, and next time we'll do that stuff I just said. All right. I'll see you then.